We're live, guys. Another episode of podcast. This is episode 3.06. We're already on episode 6 of season 3. And today's title, I'm giving us titles now, right, Flash? So it's a recap of the most boring day in NFL history. Day 1 of the 2022 NFL draft. And I'm Ace. Dude on my right is his intro. USF National Alumni President Flash. I don't know if he can hear me or if he could say anything. I don't. You're there? Okay, he can hear me. And I was like, how are we doing today? Or just.
I am all right. How about you, Ace?
I'm good. I'm watching the Bolts Maple Leafs game 2 on my phone right down here while we're doing the show. So I'll give us live updates or whatever. I have no audio on, so we won't get copyrighted. But other than that, we're going to recap the draft. If you don't get it, that's sarcasm at the beginning. If you really don't get it, I can't help you at any point in your life. But we're going to talk about all the trades that went down draft night, the quarterback disappointment, I guess we could call this class. Well, we won't know until they actually play in the NFL, but the fact you only had one quarterback pick in the top two.
That's definitely for sure. In the first round alone, I think.
First and second, there's only one quarterback.
Is that correct?
And second round. No quarterbacks won the second.
This is crazy.
But, yeah, I mean, there's that. We're going to talk NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs. And JP's will be joining us for Hot Topics. Talk about the Isaiah Land news and all that craziness going in that. But, yeah, let's hit this intro and get going. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. No running gun. We won't have an episode of Last Give either next week. We should be back the week afterward.
After.
Yeah, let's hit this intro. Get going. All right, let's get into the kickoff. So, which trade do you want to talk about first? The one that came out of Baltimore or the one of Tennessee?
Wait, say that again?
Can you focus?
You kind of broke up.
I said, which trade do you want to talk about first? The one from Philadelphia or the one out of Baltimore?
Baltimore, because what the hell was that?
All right. Okay, actually, that made a lot of sense for Arizona, what they did. So, Arizona gave up the 23rd overall pick, 25th or 23rd overall
for Arizona,
pick.
It makes sense. They must have seen DeAndre Hopkins getting suspended. It makes total sense.
That's what they said. They knew his positive PED test came back in November. So, he was appealing that, but didn't get it off. They said it's final, so they knew it was coming, and they went out and got their wide receiver one to replace him. They already lost Christian Kirk, so they had to get a wide receiver for Kyler to throw to, because we saw in the playoffs against LA, it didn't work out for him very well. But for Lamar, man, that's tough. You only have Rashad Bateman now. You're hoping Prochet, Tylan Wallace can step up, but you already lost your number 1 and number 2 receivers in the offseason, and Watkins and Brown. So it's like, what you gonna do? Because Lamar's still extended. What are you gonna expect? He hasn't signed it yet. Do you see a trade coming?
May I ask something?
Yeah, go.
What is Baltimore gonna expect Lamar to do? With the lack of weapons he has this season, I just want to know what
That's what I was going to ask.
Expectations do they have for Lamar? Because he was already carrying very badly last year, and now this year, the fact they got rid of his favorite target, it just makes no sense. What's going on?
Play.
I just don't know.
Yeah, I think they're banking on the next step in development from Rashad Bateman, who they took in the first round last year, and they're very high on Tylan Wallace from, I think, Oklahoma State is where he was from. We shall see if that amounts to much, but they got wide receivers. It's not like they don't have them, but it's the fact that they can step up and become actual legit starters in the NFL. So it's like, but with that being said, like another team, it's kind of questionable what they're doing. Tennessee just traded AJ Brown to Philadelphia for also a first round pick and a third round pick. So what do you think about that one? They did replace him with Treylon Burks, too. It's kind of like a mini version of him, if you want to say so. Or just stay on the phone.
No, I'm just thinking Tennessee looks like they're in a much better place. I'll say that.
How? They don't pay a receiver?
No, not that. I mean, Malik Willis is in a great spot.
They need to go sign RG3.
No, all right, let's slow down there about signing RG3 now.
There's a reason why I said they need to sign RG3. Because as we know, Tannehill said he doesn't want to mentor Malik Willis. And Malik Willis does need a mentor. He's too raw to not have one. And if you can get RG3 in there to know who learned how to maximize the throwing and rushing abilities, I mean, that'd be a perfect...
Those quarterback coaches, that's the point. There's a reason.
Yeah, but at least Patrick Mahomes, he didn't even just have a quarterback coach. He had a man who actually showed him how to do it.
I mean, hey, you know what? I mean, when you think about it, for Malik Willis, I mean, do you want Ryan Tannehill to be teaching you how to play football, how to throw a football? Do you want Ryan Tannehill to do that? Think about it.
Kaloran just got manhandled.
Who got manhandled?
Kaloran, being himself, doesn't do shit in the playoffs. I say that and he'll go score, but who knows? Yeah, I don't get it with Tennessee. But starting week 1, Ryan Tannehill should definitely be starting. Starting week 1 in 2024. No,
he's gonna get benched mid-season.
2023.
I'm gonna say it right now.
Oh, I can see him playing by probably like week 11. If Tennessee's not doing good, I could definitely see him play. Malik Willis playing week 11. But there was guys who got traded up into top one. This is exactly what happened last year, where once that top 10 finished happening, you saw the trades start coming in, because once they have that top 10 pick label on them, there's a crazy price tag for those 10 picks. But once you get to pick 11, the price tag significantly drop, and you saw that on Thursday night, where you saw the Saints trade up to 11 to get Olave. Love that pick. You saw the Lions trade from pick 32 and didn't even give a first round pick really to go up and get Jameson Williams at 12. You saw the Eagles come up at 13 for Jordan Davis. You saw the AJ Brown trade. You saw the ones in the 20s, but you're the Jets even traded up to go get Jermaine Johnson. So it's there's a lot of trades that happen right outside the top 10, and it's always happening nowadays. So which one's your favorite pick
in the entire draft? Quarterback?
Yeah, in the entire draft, if you want.
That's tough, actually, to be honest. Honestly, I think this draft was good all around. I like the DB picks. I like the Thibodeau pick. The Olave pick for the Saints, I like that one as well. I like how the Saints trade as well to get get some protection. So that's some picks. Seattle, I mean, I'm still kind of about them. So, but yeah, I think in short, those are my favorite picks as of right now.
Seattle
Jets did have a great draft. I should say that.
On paper, we actually have to see them play on the field.
Well, I mean, this year I won't expect too much, but I mean, ooh, yeah, we gotta talk about Christian Watson replacing Devontae Adams. How's that going to work out? You want to talk
about that one? Former high school wide receiver Christian Watson. The Packers went up.
I need to tell you something. You know, Malik Davis is on the Cowgirls.
He is. He actually went to the draft.
I don't know. I don't know if he got. I think he got drafted.
No, he didn't get drafted. No way he got drafted. I know Marquise
you guys
Bell's
not.
on the Cowboys.
But the Cowboys have Malik Davis. Give me one
He is a
second,
Cowboys
guys.
running back. Wow, I don't believe it. This man actually made it to the NFL. He was so garbage. He was so garbage in the end.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Malik Davis made the NFL. Wow. I did not think it would happen for him after the injuries in Florida, but okay. Congrats to him. Some other Florida guys we saw. Actually, there was no Miami. Was there any Hurricane picks? It took a while for Hurricane to come off the board.
I do not think so.
I think De'Aaron King, he went somewhere. I don't know where he went. Someone picked him up.
King got someone drafted King? Wow.
I think it might have been the Patriots. I don't know why they took Bailey Zapp. I mean, they had Stidham and Poyer, but I guess they don't like those backups. But I can't believe he got drafted before Sam Howell.
Yeah. Guess what? He's not going to start though. I mean,
he's not playing.
He got drafted in the Patriots. He's not going to play. I'm sorry. Unless Mac Jones has a career-ending injury, I still don't even think. I mean, De'Aaron King wasn't that impressive in Miami. I'm going to say it right now. He was more impressive in Houston.
Yeah, this is the one. I was gonna
that
get
is a great fun.
Horns and the TCU Horned Frogs had no draft picks. Oh, shout out to May the 4th be with all y'all viewers out there. I just saw the Star Wars water bottle. I remember to say that. May the 4th.
Y'all saw the new Obi-Wan trailer?
Yes, we did.
I liked it. I still think the first one was more intense though because of the music though.
Oh yeah, the teaser trailer had better music than.
I have to say the teaser trailer was better, but it was a great trailer nonetheless. Definitely watch it.
One that would be nice to see is if because you saw the part where they had. Well, we'll get into the hot topics. You're distracting me. Sorry. So as we know, Trayvon Walker went number 1, and I texted Steve, our Jags fan. He's been on the show in season 1 and 2. We didn't, and I think the first episode is 3. But I texted him when he got his thoughts on that Walker pick. He's like, of course we draft a dude who could crash into 2 parked cars. So that, and also shout out Steve. He had his wife just gave birth today, so shout out Steve. Congrats to him and all that. So there's all that good stuff going on, but also, yeah, the Trayvon Walker pick. I mean, I never liked potential over production most of the time, especially with the number 1 pick. That's a very risky thing. So we shall see how it works out, but it's whatever. Their other first round pick, Devin Lloyd, I think that will work out for them, but I don't know why they drafted another linebacker. But oh well, I'm surprised Caleb Von Treson hasn't got traded yet, but yay, the Lightning scored. Headman.
Yes. I still think.
Goal.
Oh, I'll talk about NHL later.
We're
getting very distracted right now.
I'm sorry. I had 2 exams today.
You're not even talking about your Saints at all. About the Honey Badger, about Olave, about that.
I was saving that one. We still have time. I'm getting all the good stuff out of all the mediocre stuff to get to the great stuff.
We want to hear you on what you think because you're the notorious Saints fan. You tell us.
Notorious. Wow, tough crowd. Yeah, I love the Olave pick. I know people are bashing them because they gave up a 3rd and a 4th to move up 5 spots, but the minute you see 2 wide receivers go off the board in 3 picks, you need to get yourself going and go get your guy.
Whoa! Hold your dip on your chip on that one. But Jordan, hold your dip on your chip on that one because what?
Hold your dip on your chip.
You got too much dip on your chip.
Okay.
Because guess what? No, they're not there. They don't have the defensive pieces. Well,
they don't have the defensive pieces. Walk out. Go. Bye-bye. JP, hop on.
Not yet.
JP, hop on. Get rid of it.
No. And offensively,
JP, hop on and get rid of this. Sorry.
Oh, they still got to do. So no, they're not Super Bowl worthy yet. No.
They don't have the defensive pieces.
They got Honey Badger, but guess what?
Go bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to Flash, guys.
I think you're too excited for this.
Mute his ass.
This is bias.
That's not bias. I will give you the facts. Mute him. I throw a challenge fight. I'm pulling out something from season 1. I'm pulling out something from season 1.
Enlighten me, kid. Enlighten me.
He's got a piece of JP. Did you mute him?
Is he like whining?
No, I'm gonna slam you. I'm gonna do the JJ Redick of Dream. Like, there we go. He came.
I came here just to have a good laugh. This is funny. I mean, look.
They don't. If he said they don't have the offensive pieces, I would have let him slide. But he said they don't got the defensive pieces, and I'm like,
I mean, look. The secondary gonna be good. The defense is gonna be good because I mean, you got people on the defense that's gonna be like, they're not gonna put up with any like stupidity and let it slide on defense like Cam Jordan and all that.
no.
They're not
DeMar
gonna
gonna hold you accountable. Cam gonna hold you accountable. You ain't gonna mess up if you're a young guy on that team.
exactly. So I mean, it's a standard that you play to in New Orleans, but I mean, honestly, I feel like it comes down to Jameis at the end of the day. If Jameis can produce, and if he can like show that he can do this without Sean Payton and Drew Brees holding his hand, then it should be okay. He needs to take the next step for the Saints to get to where the Saints want to be.
Yeah. See, that's what I would say. But not this part where you said they don't have the defensive pieces. I should have just said offensive, and I wouldn't have flipped on you. But the fact you said defense, that's just the part where they were ranked.
But
they don't have the pieces.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Which position do they lack? Which position do they lack?
I've seen so much inconsistencies last season. We gotta slow down on the top.
He doesn't even watch football. JP, this is obvious. This man doesn't watch football.
He does. Take it easy on him.
He does not actually. I can tell you, vouching straight up. The most of my watch is Sunday Night Football game.
Ace is mad. He is very mad over this.
This man is speaking blasphemy.
I'm glad I
want to do his baby Stephen A thing. Blasphemous.
I'm glad I
getting with a straight face.
Oh, look. I still think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still got a better defense. So no.
Okay, now he's trolling. I mean, the Logan Hall pick's all right. I mean, they're gonna not have Sue, so that just replaces Sue. They didn't really add anybody on defense besides Logan Ryan, and he replaces Whitehead.
I mean, so, look.
The Bucs defense did like that.
I'll give you this: the Saints are better than the Packers because the Packers are going to be like second round for like the next few years.
I mean, there's a lot.
Rodgers is going to have them neck and neck with the Saints.
Right now, honestly, I would take Dallas over Green Bay. Right now,
unfortunately, unless Dallas is still the mess that we saw last year.
I say this with confidence.
Personally, I hope Dallas is trash.
I honestly
for one reason and one reason only.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say Dallas. I expect Philly to be better than Green Bay this year.
Yeah, Philly's secondary worries me because they didn't do anything to address the safety issue.
True. But I will stick to my.
I can say Philly's better than Bay right now. Is Darius Slay still there? They think they have a corner, so they got Nakobe Dean. He's going to be the captain of that defense probably, and they got Jordan Davis right up the middle. So
they put Jordan Davis right next to Fletcher Cox, and that's so scary.
For 1 year at least, 1 year will be scary.
Yeah, it's wild. Gosh, I should have muted this TV. Yeah, Lightning are up 1-0. It's awesome.
Did I get them? No, I didn't get them off. Crap.
But
Honey Badger going to the Saints. They broke the NFL website. Did you guys see that? NFLshop.com website crashed.
Yeah, because
of
because
of the Honey Badger jersey. They were pre-ordering them because they don't have the number yet. I'd assume he's in negotiations with Taysom for number 7, but it'd probably be 32.
But the Saints are bringing back Taysom Hill.
Yeah, sadly. Until the Cowboys suck, Mike McCarthy gets fired, and they trade him for the first-round pick next year.
Yeah,
and then he'll go with Taysom.
Y'all might not win the NFC South.
I mean, I don't care if they don't win the NFC South. I just want Dallas.
Who did the Commanders drafted again?
Dotson from Penn State, John Dotson, and Sam Howell is the two most notable players.
I was gonna say the old Washington Redskins are still the Washington Redskins.
That's true. I mean,
Change them, but you
or
can't
if you
change.
want to go into the hype, the Wandale Robinson pick didn't make any sense, but whatever. They said they're not shopping Tony. I don't understand that.
He sucks. Kadarius Toney's garbage. A
Yeah.
lot of Giants fans that tried to tell me he was awesome because he was fast. I was like, it's one thing to be fast, but you have to be able to be good and be fast and be consistent with all.
Mhm.
He
So
does
what do you
not.
guys think about Pickett in Pittsburgh? I still think he's probably the worst quarterback in that division.
I like it. I mean, he fits the mold of everything like a Pittsburgh guy. It's kind of. I feel like this is going to kind of be like Ben Maddox was when he left the XFL, the old XFL, and went to Pittsburgh after Cordell Stewart. I think that's what this will be like. That's kind of. But I mean, he's a Pittsburgh guy. This is kind of like when the Steelers wanted Ben Roethlisberger and they couldn't get him. I mean, not Ben Roethlisberger, Dan Marino, and they couldn't get him because he was a Pittsburgh guy. So they didn't want to let that happen twice. So they went out and got Kenny Pickett, who was a Pittsburgh guy.
He fought with them, and then nobody. They probably could have got him in the second round.
Probably. No one would have. I was actually. My thing is, I wanted the funniest thing in the world before I switch this. All the Atlanta Falcons fans that literally said, "We need Malik Willis. We need
They
Malik
took
Willis."
Desmond Ritter. They passed on Malik Willis like 4 times, and they took Desmond Ritter on the 5th.
My thing is, y'all really expected Desmond. Y'all really expected Malik Willis and the Falcons to be a thing. You expected the Falcons to make the right decision in the draft.
He said it, not me.
I'm being like,
No,
I love how everybody's just like, that's the guy we should have got. And then I'm like, no, this is the same team that needed help somewhere else, and they drafted an offensive lineman that probably still hasn't even seen the field yet, like a year ago.
They drafted a wide receiver before they fixed their offensive line. They drafted a wide receiver before they fixed their defensive line. They drafted a wide receiver before they actually gave what's his name? AJ Terrell actual help in the back end.
But it's okay.
But no, they go and draft Kyle Pitts 2.0.
It's okay though because
dysfunctional franchises amazes me.
It helps you and
sometimes you gotta think, dude, does the league actually pay off these dysfunctional franchises to make the silly mistakes that they make? You gotta wonder.
No, I don't get it. I mean, like it's crazy. Like you have Drake London, Auden Tate, and you have Kyle Pitts, who all are 6 feet. So you have the height advantage, but Marcus Mariota may not even be the starter by week 10, to be honest with you. In my opinion.
Ritter might be the starter week 5.
You know what? That was my second guess as far as the date.
I mean, if you watch him at Cincinnati, he does throw a lot of deep jump balls. That's probably why they got London and Pitts right next to each other. Just jump the corner. I guess on the
corner if you can't get the ball off.
No, I'm talking for Ritter. Like when he throws, well, yeah, he'll get sacked probably before he can able to throw deep.
All I'm gonna say is, look,
I heard of that.
When Cameron Jordan or Vita Vea,
Logan Hall, max. I can't believe that dude is younger than Brady.
Believe it.
His career. That's just weird.
Actually, wait, think about this. How old are you?
Brady's been playing longer than I've been alive. I know that.
How old are you, Ace?
I'll be 19 in 2 months.
And Brady will probably still be around when you finish college, which will be when in about 2 years you would be draft eligible. Brady will still probably be around. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it. He's old enough to be your dad.
Yeah, that's weird.
A lot of people are.
It's okay. You think me being old is weird too. It's okay. I have a bedtime of 10 o'clock p.m. So
you have a bedtime at 10 o'clock? I never knew that. I might have to get that bedtime at 10 o'clock.
Let's move on.
On that note, Y'all
You know what?
move
I
on.
Move
love.
on to the fun stuff.
I actually love like how like casual this
Fun
episode is.
stuff.
We're not even going with the script. We're just doing whatever at this point.
I told you it's a recap of the most boring day in NFL history. This is the most boring day. We're just keeping them boring.
I'll be back for hot topics.
All right, let's get into the
Well,
fun stuff. John Moran dropped 47-8-8 in Game 2 to tie up the series against Golden State, one apiece. I feel bad for Gary Payne II. He played great. He worked his way to the league, played great in round 1, and he got whacked in the head by Dylan Brooks and broke his elbow, which sucks as a fan.
it sucks, and I mean, what the more you look at it, I think that ejection might have been warranted.
Oh yeah, it's just the Draymond Green one though. In Game 1, I don't think that was warranted at all.
I do not think that should have been a flagrant too. That might have been a flagrant 1 because of how extreme he yanked the jersey, but I don't think that was a flagrant. Unlike kicking someone in the nuts or something, that's a little bit different. But
I'm thinking there's a guy on Dallas, and he went for the dunk, right? I'm forgetting who it is. I don't know why. He went for the dunk against Phoenix, right, in Game 1, and JaVale McGee pushed him in the back. You can clearly see JaVale push him in the back when he's going for the dunk. And his whole body fell on top of he first on his back, and the whole thing collapsed on him, and he just popped right back up. And I'm like, they didn't even eject JaVale for that. And I'm like, say what now? And Phoenix fans are like, oh, he didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. He's like, you can see his hand on his back in the air. That kind of movement when you're in air, it can cause a big difference. So it's just tough to watch in those two series. Luka did drop like 45 or something like that in Game 1, and they did lose. So I need to see Brunson definitely beat on offense so Luka can get some form of help. But it's going to be interesting in that series. I think Golden State and Memphis is going to go 7 games. What about you?
I think that might go 7 games unless Game 3 and Game 4 gets out of hand in one favor. It's going to be a bloody series. Like, you remember that? Do you remember the Miami Toronto series back in 2016? That was really a messy series. That was ugly. People were getting hurt. The Toronto Miami series back in 2016.
That was the one Mac Biombo won eight crap, and he just took over that whole series.
Yes, that one.
Oh yeah,
Hassan Whiteside got hurt.
Yeah, I remember. That's why Biombo went crazy, and then he got himself like a $70 million payday. So, oh well. Well, what was you gonna say about that?
I wasn't gonna.
I thought you were gonna add on to something with that.
No. Besides the fact Hassan Whiteside got hurt and Dwayne Wade was pulling everything out of his bag. So.
Miami did lose that series, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost that series. Everyone wanted Miami to win, so it'd be Dwayne Wade versus LeBron, but
it didn't happen.
It did not happen. So,
but I mean, Milwaukee, Boston. That one I think probably is gonna go 6. I think that game is gonna go 6 with Milwaukee winning, just because of one reason only. Milwaukee had 15 bench points in game, whatever it was, Game 2.
I think Milwaukee's gonna win it again. I'm saying it right now. I think Milwaukee's gonna win the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I know that. I said that back in September. I'm gonna stick with
it. I mean, Miami might make some more noise, but also it's the 76ers, so I gotta see Miami's
gonna Boston. Philadelphia in 5. Miami's gonna bounce Philadelphia in 5. I don't care if Joel is getting the MVP trophy on Friday, but yeah, they're getting bounced in 5. So well, there's that. Jimmy's gone AWOL. He's taken over that whole series. Tyler Hero, 6th man of the year. Congrats to Bubble Boy. The only reason I say that is because he wore the shirt and blowing bubbles as like the thing, Bubble Boy.
That's good. I like that.
He was hard on Hero for that, but I gotta give him credit. He did play great, and he's been playing great all season. So there's that for him. But I don't know. Miami will give Milwaukee problem, but Jason Tatum is learning that KD was a boy compared to Giannis. Giannis is a full-grown man just bullying him right now. I mean, I know Giannis is trying to play Jason's trying to play Giannis tough, like how he did KD, but Giannis has that mentality that KD doesn't, to go at you physically rather than KD's trying to finesse his way through. It's kind of similar to like what you saw in
I didn't. You heard that KD got booed at a game?
Turkish, the Turkish Euro League game or whatever.
That's hilarious. I can't believe.
I can see it. But also, Ben Simmons got back surgery, going to be out 3 to 4 months. I mean, I don't care. The fact you're 25 and having back issues like that is concerning for a big guy.
I do not have no clue what's going on with Ben Simmons anymore. I'm surprised that organizations taking chances on Ben Simmons.
I don't know anymore with Ben, but there's that thing. You know,
I think seriously, I think Ben Simmons should just cash out and just be done. Just do something else.
That's fun. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with him. But then you also, I saw this. Let me tell you this one. I saw the most blasphemous thing on Twitter today. It was a trade proposal, right? And it was a 3-team trade between the Atlanta Hawks, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Orlando Magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull up the tweet and I'll read the whole trade proposal, right? Give me one moment. If Twitter, actually works. It says I haven't tweeted anything. What the hell? Damn. There we go. All right. It said the Hawks get Anthony Davis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers get John Collins, Franz Wagner, RJ Hampton, and a 2022 first-round pick. And the Orlando Magic get Kevin Huerter and Jalen Johnson. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. I put the you remember?
Let me hear that again.
Anthony Davis to the Hawks. The Lakers get John Collins, Franz Wagner, RJ Hampton, and a first-round pick. And the Magic get Kevin Huerter and Jalen Johnson.
The trade makes no sense. I mean, I guess the Lakers, if they want healthier guys, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna wrap my head around it. That sounds ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it is. But it's just to show these people are kind of going cray-cray right now, saying some all kinds of crazy nonsense. Sometimes you got to wonder, they really need to tone it down a bit, to say the least. Anywho, let's move on to the NHL. This is where the fun stuff is. Unless you got anything else.
Phoenix. We didn't talk about Phoenix.
I thought I did the Luka dropped 40 plus and they still lost because nobody else helped them out, really.
It's like they always have trouble finding Luka help. What happened to Spencer Dinwiddie? Is he being useful?
Dinwiddie?
Dinwiddie, yes.
Give me a second. I'll pull up the game and I'll give you the reasons. What? Was it Monday? There we go. Found the game. I forgot today's Wednesday, not Tuesday. So Luka had 45, 12, and 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dorian Finney-Smith had 15. That was the third leading scorer. Oh, the guy who went for the dunk was Maxi Kleber. Now I remember. And he got pushed, but he had 19. He was the second highest scorer. You had Dorian Finney-Smith with 15. Jalen Brunson had 13, and Dinwiddie had 8. Come on now. That's unacceptable. To compare them, because Brunson was playing good. Series 1. Come on, you gotta play better. You gotta keep that same play if Dallas is gonna have a shot. Because you can't let Devin Booker just have his way. You can't let DeAndre Ayton definitely have his way. He had 25 in game 1. Like, he just did whatever the hell he wanted. And that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if Porzingis would have helped them much, but that trade, who knows what's going on with Dallas, how that's going to work out. But I know they wanted the salary cap space for this offseason, so I don't even know who they would sign. who are the top big guys in free agency this year? Not really anybody. So, also, one thing. What's your thought on your boy Stephen A. saying LeBron should get traded?
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
you know, I don't know. I think LeBron could do whatever he wants. All right, LeBron's free to do whatever he wants. I think.
Ain't nobody trading half their team for 1 year of LeBron anyway.
Exactly.
Let's move on to the NHL. It's been a little bit into the NBA now.
Woohoo!
Do you still have the old picture? Oh, you still have the old picture back in like season 1.
That's from season 1? No, that I like that picture. It looks nice. I did not know that picture.
Back in the NHL for the playoffs. We're not playoffs, but I don't know. Back when we had the NHL as a segment.
I don't remember this picture. I like it, but I don't remember it.
Okay, let's get into which one you want to start first? The game
the
one?
We got to talk about the Bolts. I mean, I'm not even sweating at all about the Bolts right now. So, I mean, it's game 1, 5-0 blowouts. I mean,
still nothing. Give me my score update.
Tampa is up 1-0 according to Google right now, but maybe. Yeah, I'm still getting 1 tip.
Perry just scored.
Oh, they just scored?
Yeah, like literally just scored. Corey Perry just scored. So let's get it.
Oh boy.
So there's that. Tampa lost 5-0 game 1. I mean, they look lethargic, kind of sloppy, and all around parts. So it's good to see them getting going in game 2.
I mean, look, I think it's gonna be Tampa in 5 or 6. It might be 5.
Is for 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons. One,
Toronto's gonna fight. They're gonna fight. But I mean, Toronto's gonna crumble. They're gonna crumble
to the worst team ever in the Stanley Cup final. The Montreal Canadiens were the worst team to ever make the Stanley Cup final. They're now the worst team in the NHL.
I mean, you know what? Let's talk about last year for a second, because that Montreal team took out Vegas, and everyone was thinking Vegas was going to win. People had thoughts that Vegas was going to win it all.
21 Montreal.
So I mean, like it kind of makes no sense, but now it makes more sense about how weak it was, because the Canadian division was weak that year. But like with Vegas and Colorado and how that went down, it was just like, I'm trying to comprehend something here, you know. So and now this year is like Montreal is the worst team ever. Vegas is like the worst team. Everyone thinks Colorado is going to win it all this year. So, I mean, we shall see what happens. But I'm going off track. But I think right now it's going to be Tampa in 5.
I can agree with that, but the thing is what I was going to say. So last year, the playoffs were kind of weird, where it was like all the divisions, the Canadian teams played the Canadian teams. They didn't play no one else, really. And then the West was all the West Coast teams and all, et cetera, right? Mm-hmm. So by default, Montreal made the playoffs, right? They were 24-21. They had 59 points.
Wait, 24-21? That was a record?
Yeah, they would not have made the playoffs in the West Division, the East Division, and the Central Division.
Well, I mean, you know, Montreal is a legacy franchise. I mean, the NHL is going to show massive bias for them as well.
Well, also Toronto's the original 6, just like Montreal. So,
yeah, but I mean, but Montreal is more like, it's more rich in history and stuff. Like they're more like the Lakers, while Toronto's, I don't know, call them the Clippers of Canada, I guess. I don't know.
I just laughed a bit. ESPN just put a graphic, right? It said Toronto was, God, I forgot what it said, 14-11 when leading in the series 1-0.
Please, I don't care about ESPN's silly.
They've blown 3-1 leads in the last two out of the last 4 years, and they blew a 2-1 lead in the bubble for the qualifying round. So, yeah, it's kind of tough. So, oh well. I mean, 3 out of the 4 games on Monday, the game 1, there were blowouts. Tampa lost 5-0, like we just said. Minnesota, who was the top seed, higher seed over St. Louis, lost 4-0. and Boston lost 5-0. Boston is also down 3-0 right now, so keep that in mind. But still, yeah, they were all blowouts. I mean, LA, they did beat McDavid and the Oilers 4-3. And what are you snapping a picture of?
Your
For
goofy
what?
face. Because I can. Look at you.
Who are you
Look at
texting to be so distracted?
Smile. You're on camera.
Who are you texting
Smile.
on? Lord. All right, dude, distract me. So the Kings did beat LA. I think they will. I mean, I'm not a big fan of McDavid in the playoffs because he hasn't shown me he can do it.
Wait. You just said the Kings beat LA? We ain't talking about basketball.
Oh, Kings beat McDavid and the Oilers.
Okay. That makes more sense.
LA Kings beat McDavid. Sorry if I mixed it up there. But as you can see, that's going to be. I think that series is probably going to be the one of the more tighter series. That one, Pittsburgh and New York will also be tight, and the Flames and Stars are going to be tight. The Avalanche are going to sweep the Predators. That is without doubt. If you're a betting man, I'd say gentleman sweep at the very. How do you say least? It'll be a gentleman sweep because Nashville's without their starting goaltender for another game, and now the Colorado scored 5 goals in the first 15 minutes of the game. 5 goals.
5 goals.
Yeah, and their second best team in the NHL. The best team in the NHL. Here it is, right? So the Florida Panthers were the best team in the NHL. They had the most points, wins, whatever you want to call it. They were the President's Trophy winner. They did not sell out game 1, and they had $34 tickets to get into the building. That's embarrassing.
That's sad.
And they lost 4-2 to
Whoa. What's going on with that run, boys?
That's what I said. Carolina's up 3-0 again.
What's that series? What's that series is right now?
1-0.
Who has the
Carolina.
one?
I just said it earlier. Carolina beat them 5-1 in game 1. Boston going home.
You know what? I think Boston became a mess since last year. I think that's what happened.
I saw the Perry goal. What? And it was nice. 5-1 a breakaway. Very nice. Very nice. So that's gonna be interesting to see what the hell happens there.
A non-sellout crowd too for cheap tickets for hockey. That's sad. You want to know how the Panthers could get more tickets sold though if they were playing the Bolts.
Oh yeah, because the Bolts fans would buy all the tickets.
Well, not that. No, because of the rivalry and stuff too.
That's what I'm saying. The Bolts fans would buy the tickets, and also Panthers fans would come because I think they did sell out last year. Because remember, Game 1 was in Fort Lauderdale. What is that area called? It's Fort Lauderdale, right?
Sunrise. The exact area is called Sunrise, but yeah, it's Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, Sunrise. I knew it was something. Sunrise, yeah. So it was sold out Game 1 last year when the Lightning played them there. So it's kind of shocking to see. I don't know if Washington didn't travel or just Florida.
I'm just wondering myself. Like last year they had a sold out game, and now this year is like, what's going on? I mean, and also you want the tickets are dirt cheap, and I'm surprised Washington fans aren't even like traveling crazy for this. If tickets are this dirt cheap, and you could drive down 95 to get there, you should be getting on that, Washington fans. I know Washington fans are very loyal, so even though most Washington teams are shit.
Appreciate Ovechkin while you still got them.
Exactly. I mean, cheap tickets, take a road trip. It's May. Traffic ain't bad on I-95. I say go for it, Washington fans. Go do it. The Penguins won last night, huh?
Yes, they did. Triple overtime. Evgeny Malkin, he had a tip shot. It was going left, and he tipped it right, and it went in to win it 4-3.
I hope James don't suffer.
83 shots on goal. So
I hope James don't suffer.
3-1 right now. And also Carolina's goaltender got hurt, and he's out for the game. Just throwing that out there for you. Some insight. into that game.
You think that could be a 7-game series, or you think that's going to be done in 6 or 5, or
That
even
game,
4?
that's gonna be done in 5.
In 5?
Yeah, Carolina's gonna ransack them.
I'm not talking about Carolina. I'm talking about the Rangers and the Penguins.
Oh no, that series is gonna be 7.
You think that's going to be 7?
I had a feeling Rangers were gonna beat them in 5 until I saw Pittsburgh outshoot them and lose their starting goaltender and still beat them.
I mean, slow down now. Game 1s can be very finicky. You don't take game
I know
1.
game 1s are very, very finicky, but
Because look, we've seen Orlando beat Milwaukee in the playoffs, and then Milwaukee takes them out. We've seen the same thing with Orlando taking out the Raptors, and the Raptors ended up winning the entire NBA championship. So game 1, is very finicky.
Had won more games against Milwaukee and Toronto than KD did against Jason Tatum.
That's sad, real sad.
That's facts. But what else was there? Oh yeah, the Flames and Stars game, man. You wanted to see hammers getting thrown, like some massive hammer shots getting thrown around and fights.
Hammer fights.
Well, you know what I mean, like punches.
Punches.
There were some big fights going on in that series. I think Calgary's gonna overall win in like 5 or up. Toronto just scored. What the hell was that?
Power play goal?
No, it was 5-on-5.
Oh boy.
Ryan Booty Cheeks did it. Great. Not surprising. I have my nicknames for when they don't do good.
Come on.
Playoffs.
I mean, to be honest, like I expect better out of Tampa Bay's defense. I know that Tampa Bay has kind of slipped up a bit.
Yeah, but Hedman turned over, or not Hedman, McDonough turned over the puck and left Sergachev to cover 2 guys because he turned over the puck so bad. That's just bad by McDonough. There.
I mean, let's just hope it doesn't snowball into something more, though. We'll see.
You let Matthews forecheck you and cause a goal, really? Whatever. Anywho, let's get into the fun topic. Hot topics. JP's joining us for the.
Yes.
Tell me about Shaden Sharp.
Yep.
Tell me something about Shaden Sharp I don't know about.
Besides Tennessee. So besides the fact that Shannon Sharp loves Hennessy?
No, Shaden Sharp.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it sounds like he could be Shannon Sharp's son, but it's probably not.
No, he's Canadian.
Is.
He's from Toronto.
But why I'm here this evening is because of the Isaiah Land thing.
Right.
What I missed?
So Isaiah Land announced he was going to enter into the transfer portal and everything, and it caused a huge outrage. And then, funny thing was
FMA, Florida A&M stuff.
Yeah, some Jackson State fan that claims Jackson State could play in the SEC, and that Jackson State's wide receiving core is better than Baylor's and Ole Miss's. When, to be honest, half those guys left the SEC for a reason, but I'm not going to go there. This is why you don't take people seriously. This is why I can't take certain people from the state of Mississippi seriously. Someone tried to say, oh, well, he should go to Jackson State and go win a championship and be a winner because he's not going to do it at FAMU. And then Dion goes and calls out Isaiah Land, saying, Coach Simmons is a good coach and everything. You shouldn't do that. Well, he's not going there. He already stated if he goes to any FCS or HBCU in the country, it's going to be FAMU. So it's either he goes from what it looks like D1 or to the SEC, or he goes back to Tallahassee. Same person tried to say, oh, he should go to Tennessee State, which is stupid. I'd rather stay at FAMU too, because then I know I'm going to win and possibly get to the postseason.
Or get drafted.
Say again?
Or get drafted.
Exactly. So, Isaiah's
drafted won't help that, though.
See, the dumb thing is I heard some stuff about that situation, and then the fact, too, is if the Cowboys had such great interest in Marquise Bell and they were worried he was going to get picked up as an undrafted free agent. They should have just
Took him in the 7th.
exactly. You could have taken him in the 7th because chances are the guy that you already drafted as a 7th round pick may not even make the team. But my thing is just, we can't knock the kid for wanting to do what he wants to do. He's got offers from Georgia, Auburn, LSU, UCF, just to name a few. I feel like, honestly, if he does leave, UCF is the best option for him, to be honest. And I mean, it makes the most sense. It worries me that he may fall behind on the depth chart at an SEC program and disappear. But honestly, too, I feel like, look, if you're the Buck Buchanan Award winner, you should definitely have a chance to get drafted regardless of where you come from. And it goes back to what Ace was saying last week on Wednesday about the Senior Bowl. And this is why I hit on it on Twitter. If you get
you're going to get drafted.
Yeah, if you get invited to the Senior Bowl, you get drafted, highly likely. But that can't be the way it works because what was it? 109 guys that played in the Senior Bowl got drafted. Yeah, 19 that played the NFL PA Bowl only got drafted. Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of really not fair because it's basically setting you up for failure. Because I already say it now. Joshua Williams, as good as he is, he played in the Senior Bowl. He got drafted. Jacoby Durant didn't. James Houston didn't. But, at the same time, too, when your voice is loud enough, change happens. Now, imagine if more HBCU prospects.
Sorry for that. Kucherov just sniped them.
Oh.
Power play. Again.
Yeah. My thing is, imagine if Savion or Antoine Collier or anybody else, or even CJ Holmes from Jackson State or any of those guys had played in the Senior Bowl.
He's in New Orleans now.
CJ Holmes?
Yeah, he got picked up by New Orleans.
Oh, congrats.
And they got another wide receiver from Jackson State, too.
Probably Keith Corbin.
I will check. Let me check. I think it's Daisy Dixon. I think he might have gone to a different school.
But yep, 3-1 also too for the Lightning second period. But I do think that you got to continue to just stay consistent. I'm hoping Isaiah Land comes back. If he doesn't, I understand. I feel like his best fit would be UCF right now.
Yeah,
I understand. I like what FAMU has behind him that's coming up. FAMU has a kid that's enrolled right now that looks like Myles Garrett, and then they just picked up another Wake Forest transfer. So I think the edge rushing position is in great hands for FAMU. If Isaiah Land does come back, it's more fuel to the fire. That's just my 2 cents. I'm done talking.
No, I mean you got pretty much everything I think nailed there, but the fact that, like I said, like if you get into the senior, the specific teams like the older fashioned teams, they still like if you notice who got signed right from the HBCUs, you can see there's certain teams that are the same teams that are picking them up, and certain teams that never touch them.
Bingo.
And if you watch even the Jackson and FAMU Pro Days, at least two teams guaranteed did not show up to either.
Bingo. Because I've noticed it too. Because I feel like, thank God the Detroit Lions have an A&T alum in their front office making those decisions. Because otherwise, I don't know if James Houston probably ends up in Detroit or ends up getting drafted. And then Joshua Williams, I believe, he's going to Kansas City. Yeah, which honestly, that was a good pick. They needed DB help with Tyrann Mathieu and Sorensen gone. I respect Andy Reid for what he did. He's a good coach. But yeah, and then I will say I heard from a source years ago that felt Akil Glass, and a lot of people are not going to like to hear this, but felt Akil Glass wouldn't have gotten drafted. And lo and behold, what happened? The supposed best quarterback in HBCU football did not get drafted. So it's no surprise there. And honestly, he's in a rough situation with the Bucks. A lot of people want to say, no, well, he's better than Kyle Trask and he's better than and better than Ryan Griffin. all those guys have one thing on him: experience. Kyle Trask is the favorite, according to Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles, and Byron Leftwich. If you think that he's not, you're crazy. A lot of these Gator fans and a lot of these fans down here would riot if Kyle Trask was cut for Akil Glass. So I'm telling you now, Akil Glass is nothing more than, and I hate to say this, but the truth is the truth. Akil Glass is a extra arm for fall camp and training camp, and he's an extra arm for preseason. So that way, when Tom Brady doesn't play throughout the preseason, you have four quarterbacks you could still put in the game. One for every quarter. And Akil Glass is going to get a lot of fourth quarter reps and a lot of preseason game 3 reps. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
Exactly. But what about this Justin Ross thing, though? That's highway robbery.
That man, I feel so bad.
That's
for that
robbery.
man.
That's robbery. How we gotten so low in the draft is beyond me.
I know why it happened. I just don't like the reason why. I know why it happened. I just don't like that it caused him to go undrafted.
I hate it for him too. Honestly, I figured somebody would have picked him up maybe in like the 5th to 7th round, but that's a slap in the face, man. I can't believe that.
He failed his physical in the combine. He did horrible because he was still coming off the point. He had a foot issue. What's it called? I don't think he had plantar fasciitis. He had a broken metatarsal. It was some kind of foot thing he had, or Liz Frank. That's what it was. He had Liz Frank injury, in this year at Clemson, and then he had the fusion spine thing in his neck. Ooh, and the doctors told him he wasn't supposed to.
What segment
on the power play again?
You know what segments he had? This stuff interests me.
It's the birth one that you have. I will look it up, but I know it's, I think 3.
So his C3 and his C4 are fused?
Yeah, it's the top. It's somewhere one of the top 4. Let me check.
That's his. Yeah, that's.
It's congenital fusion in his spine. I know it's one of them top 4 ones. It's not the thoracic spine part. It's definitely cervical. I just don't know which ones it is. And of course, no one's going to say which ones it is, probably.
It's probably C3, C4 from what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Does suck, honestly. Look, if someone picks him up, I think he has a chance to be great because his 2018 season, my fault. His 2018 season at Clemson was amazing. So, I do think that, if given a shot, he can be something special.
Kansas City did say they're not too worried about it because I know that he did get the surgery done by the Pittsburgh Steelers doctor. So it's not like he wasn't getting it. It was getting done by an amateur or anything. So,
right.
I think Kansas City's probably the ideal place for him with what happened to him and everything. They're definitely going to give him the opportunity. And playing with Patrick Mahomes, that's a great way to help your career out. So,
absolutely.
I'm rooting for him big time.
They need all the wide receivers they can get right now because honestly, I don't trust Juju to.
I don't trust Juju at all. I have zero faith in Juju. Him and Jackson Mahomes already doing their TikTok nonsense. Yeah, no.
Oh, after he already said
Sky Moore. If you're in fantasy, draft Sky Moore. 100% draft Sky Moore. McCole Hardman's got hands issues. Like his catching ability is kind of questionable, so I have more faith in Sky Moore to do the Tyreek Hill stuff than I have in.
I think we know now who you're going with.
Who?
You're going to draft Sky Moore, aren't you?
Probably not. No, I'm definitely drafting. No. You know who I'm drafting.
He says that now, but watch come time to draft, he's going to, Sky Moore, I better get him.
Oh, yeah, that too. But I'll definitely draft Chris Olave. So.
Hey, remind me again. Who are Buccaneers receivers are this year?
Evans, Godwin, Gage, what's that guy's name? Darlin? No, starts with a D.
What about the old Falcons dude that left?
Yeah, Gage.
Chris Godwin, Russell Gage. You got Scotty Miller still, Brashad Perryman. I know they added an Alcorn wide receiver who was like one of the fastest guys in the SWAC. There's another one too. I'm forgetting
the dude y'all drafted in the 4th round last year. He did punts. Darwin, something like that.
Oh, Jalen Gordon. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
This is why we need Flash's friend Chad on here to explain these things.
We got to drag him in. I mean now it's slow time. We could probably get him in. We should look into it.
We need to get Chad. Tell Chad to set up an interview with Jason Light.
Oh yeah, he does work for them.
Exactly. So we need to make it happen.
There was another one that they had a dude. I'm forgetting his name. Zion McCollum.
Justin
drafted
anymore.
What are your thoughts on Logan Hall, Zion McCollum, and who's the other guy y'all drafted?
I like the Arizona State pick from running back, honestly.
Oh yeah, White. They made a joke saying a running back with the last name White. I wonder who was behind that pick. Somebody tweeted. I remember that for the Bucks.
I don't remember that part, but I like that pick.
Just knock out like James White is what they were making fun of.
I mean, honestly, I look at it. These are like all old school Patriots picks and stuff. Like you're just basically adding depth to a lot of places and whatnot.
Old school Patriot picks are Cole Strange and Tyquan Thornton with their first 2 picks.
You know what? How did Tyquan Thornton ended up on the Patriots? I did not
see that.
They took him before George Pickens and Sky Moore.
And everybody honestly realizes that you have to be more than just fast to play wide receiver in the NFL.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, he did have some good plays at Baylor, but I mean, obviously NFL is totally different. I mean, it's more than just speed.
No, Cyril Grayson's doing all right for the Tampa. He used to be track, just running fast.
Some guys transition better than others. John Ross was a guy that I think just realized like, oh, I can just be fast and it'll probably work out. That's not the case because he's not even he's not even on the guy. Yeah, he's not even on the Bengals anymore. Who else?
John Ross is on the Giants now, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. The way things are looking now, as serious as the Giants are about to get, he won't be there longer. Kadarius Toney either.
I mean, look. I mean, speed is great and stuff, but you still need like muscle on you, and you still need to run your routes.
Exactly.
Because like, what's up? I mean, look. I don't consider like John Ross like a speedster. He's just quick. Compared to like Tyreek Hill, who's actually has actual speed. It's nothing against John Ross. I mean, his acceleration is incredible.
I can agree with that. But speaking of the
too much dip on your chip. Let's slow down now. They're still going to only win 3 games.
Team in their division and 3rd team in their division. No,
Giants might get 5 wins. Jets are going to get like 3 at most.
I could honestly see the Giants be I think they'll be better than Washington. Philly, no.
Yeah.
Philly, no. Dallas. If Dallas walks into those 2 games thinking that they got it made, they could lose those. But I do think I still like Philly to win the NFC East this year. The Jets.
Yep. Jets are the worst team in that division still.
Yeah, the Jets still have a little ways to go, honestly, in my opinion. So we'll see. Yeah, so you got the Dolphins, you got the Bills, you got the Patriots. Yeah, the Jets are still the worst team. They got a lot. They have to mature. A lot of those guys need to get to second contracts.
Mm-hmm. See, Miami's got the defense already. That's why I put them ahead, and Tyreek Hill, obviously, to put them ahead of the Jets. The Bills are self-complained, and the Patriots made the playoffs, so I have to give it to them.
You want to know what's crazy? This hour went by fast. This episode went by fast. Don't know how, but it just did.
We just were having fun chilling around.
It started when you said too much dip on your chip about the Saints in the Super Bowl. And then it got
that's when it sped up.
He got mad, but you know what? I mean, I'm glad I got him mad. That means I'm doing my job.
Yep. You have me all riled up.
Look at you being a good
All right, y'all. that is it for tonight. I think tonight was a great episode. Just a more lenient, more having fun type of episode. Just smiling, all smiles and jokes and angers and emotions and everything. We got to see Ace get all angry at me. J Peeps had his frustrations over Isaiah. So we shall see. Next week we are off, so FYI, we're off. We are out of town. Also, y'all. Steve has had a baby. Give him a congratulations. We'll congratulate him next time he comes on. And be a friend. Tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. We love talking about sports, as you can clearly tell. Anything else, y'all?
Who the hell's Steve?
Steve. And Steven is spelled Stephen, like Stephen Curry.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me a while to look at it. Oh, well, it's all right. I did the intro. He did the outro. And that's all for us, folks. Take care. Stay blessed. Stay safe. See you in 2 weeks.
You know what? There we go.
There we go.
As the truck fixed it. It's much better. But yeah, y'all take care. We'll see you next week. Back to studying for midterms we go.